be a man growing up with a cane pole in his hand. Pocket full of dreams sitting down by the stream that leads him to the Corpus Bay. Give him a shotgun to please his mind. Give them quail a few reasons to fly. Living in the city just ain't for me. I wanna go back to the country. Take me to Texas, I wanna go down that open road. Take me to Texas, I wanna see how far this country goes. Take me to Texas, I wanna go down that open road. Take me to Texas, I wanna see how far this country goes. From the pheasant up north to the bucks down south, the east and west have got them largemouth. Hill country hunting and the Gulf Coast trout. This is what country's all about.
Folks, I'm TJ Greaney, your host for the Texas Outdoor Zone. Today I'm with my buddy Roger Creager. We're dove hunting the opening season here in Coleman County, Texas. Birds flying everywhere. We are absolutely covered up with them. You don't want to miss us. And we're going to get started right now because the birds are flying in across this pasture. We need to spray down for chiggers.
There's some sulfur in the socks. I learned a new trick.
Okay.
Just take it and you just go around you like this. Sprinkle a little around. Get some on your boots. And you should be set. And you may want to put some around your waist.
Hey.
You want some?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to be sprinkling somebody that doesn't want to be sprinkled.
I prefer sprinkles over chiggers.
Yeah, that's not a fun thing.
When I get some on my hand here, I can shoot pool better too.
We're all reds then. Ready to load up, Roger?
We got 2 guns?
2 guns.
2 guns.
2 guns, 2 guys. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Lots of bird guys. Hello.
Opening day, man.
There's nothing better than being in Coleman area.
To watch the snakes. We've killed 2 or 3 out here already. Not this field, but since we've been here.
Eating size?
Huh?
Were they eating size or?
No. They're, enough to give you some grief. Just
mess up your day?
When you go to pick up a bird, give it a 360 look around because the snake may be after it too. Especially if they're still flopping a little bit. That's kind of like an alarm clock for a snake.
Okay.
But if you just watch for them, they're not coming after you. You almost have to step on them. There you go. All right, we'll be back in a little bit.
Appreciate it.
All right, Roger Dodger. See what you're made of. You know what color those are? UT orange.
See that? I'm not sure they're gonna hit a bird that way.
You might want to check, see if you can find a maroon one somewhere.
Put a bunch of these on. So you say this thing sticks, huh?
I can't remember. Push that silver button right on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
And just push up on that silver button and that opens it up.
Okay.
You can kind of slide your, there you go.
First one of the day.
I'm just about ready to start walking this field over here.
Coming at
Right
you.
here. Yeah! That's why we brought you, Roger Dodger.
Got it.
There's one for me, Roger.
There goes the shutout.
It's getting a little nervous. That was a pretty far shot too, I think.
Look good. Fold him.
Oh yeah, right here. Oh. As a courtesy, you'll always want to make sure you pick up your shells. Right now we're not worrying about it because we're staying right here, and we'll pick them all up here in just a little bit. But it's just a courtesy to the farmer that owns the pastures you're hunting and the outfitter that's allowing you to hunt on that property. So remember that. This is a big swamp.
Did you find him?
Yeah, it's a big swamp. It's full of water and mud and frogs. That makes 4. We've been here for an hour. So if I get one every 15 minutes, I'll limit out for today. Folks, we're spanking the dove on opening day of dove season. You're watching the Texas Outdoor Zone. Stick around, you don't want to miss it. It's great hunting. This portion of the show brought to you by the Country Line Mercantile. Welcome back to the Texas Outdoor Zone. Oh! I got that bird.
Yeah.
Ah! Ha! You know, I hit half of that.
I know he counts half on your limit. I get an extra half. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, shoot, another mockingbird.
Quit saying that.
Just kidding.
Yes, please add the disclaimer at the end of it.
It's a good looking dove. Good looking morning dove.
Fat and
Hitting
happy.
dead center with about 14 BBs, you can see. You got him.
Right there. All right, Roger Creager, bird slayer.
Extraordinaire, hunter of wild things. Today I plan on improving my record.
So you're going to take just your 12 shells, and like yesterday you used 16 or 17 of them to get your...
Yeah, per bird.
Was your dad a big hunter and a fisherman? And
My dad is a big hunter. He'll probably kill me for saying it. He's not a great fisherman, but he's an outstanding hunter. And he taught me as a real young kid how to not just shoot a gun and to be accurate with a rifle, which was his primary thing, but to the importance of safety. And so I've always been had a mindset of being, overly cautious with guns. I'm never one to go drinking. I don't mix the two. I know some folks do, but I don't. I don't mix drinking and shooting. But my dad was a Green Beret, and I guess it was natural for him, as as an outstanding marksman and so on, to be such a good hunter. And it didn't necessarily translate to this generation, but I'm working on it.
well, now you're an avid fisherman. I've heard rumors that instead of buying your band a tour bus, you bought a fishing boat. And
Well, that was a good choice, wasn't it?
hey, I vote yes on the boat. But you love blue water fishing, getting out off in the Texas coast, and
That's really what I do. I mean, that's my outdoor passion. Is deep fishing, deep sea fishing, and I do. I've got 3 spear guns now, and I like to take friends of mine, and we go snorkeling a lot. Some of my buddies are scuba certified, and sometimes we do that. But just to mix it up, I think of it like this: it's hunting in the ocean.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
think of it as hunting. You're shooting fish. You pick out the one you want and you shoot it.
Well, thanks a bunch for hanging with us, and I think we're going to try and do some of that snorkeling and stuff. Do a show with you here in the near future. As soon as that water's nice and flat.
I'd love to. Not rock and roll,
Well,
catch us throwing up over the side. Yeah.
No, I think I'd be fine. I'd just trust your judgment on it.
Okay.
I put patches all over everywhere to
Well,
make sure.
that's your
Dramamine.
That's your first mistake.
Oh no, really?
Trusting my judgment.
No, I thought you meant the 9 Dramamine tablets and the little.
Yeah, looks like you got the mumps.
All right, well, let's eat some lunch and then clean our shotguns or load them or do something. Get out there and smack some more birds.
Let's get back to it. A little more than a few old guns headed down the line. Once owned by my nana and papa, but now they're mine. They've been all the way to Utah, then back home to Texas again. I've seen Colorado, Wyoming, and the Grand Canyon, and hunting trips in the freezing snow and out before the sun. Yeah, but now they're part of me, 'cause I got the guns.
This portion of the show brought to you by Country Line Magazine, Texas' only country music, cowboy, outdoor, and lifestyle magazine. Now it's time for the Texas Parks and Wildlife Corral.
They're so used to being in the nest and sitting real still for predators that once you get them in the hand, they think the best strategy is to be still.
Jay Robertson is adding a bit of scientific jewelry to these mourning doves. He's banding them for a nationwide study that examines an overall decline in the population. The study includes 11 different banding sites in Texas alone.
Our coup counts that we do in May have been showing a decline for the last few years. Hopefully this banding program will tell us a little bit of something. Is the population actually declining, or is just our inability to hear them, during the spring coup counts?
The last study was conducted almost 30 years ago, and biologists are interested in biological changes that may have occurred.
It's time we looked at that harvest rate again to see if it's changed. We're also interested in if doves are moving to different locations, if the migration patterns are different than they were almost 30 years ago. So we're looking at a number of things from the dove biology standpoint.
Last year, biologists banded 28,000 birds nationwide. Their goal this year is to band more than 33,000. The study relies on hunters to report the number on the banded doves back to the U.S. Bird Banding Laboratory.
The band has a toll-free telephone number, 1-800-327-BAND. It's very in small letters.
The mourning dove is an important species economically, generating as much as $200 million a year and creating over 3,700 jobs. That's why it's important for hunters to report the birds.
We can band 85,000 mourning doves over the next 3 years, but it does no good if any of them aren't reported.
In Austin, this is Lydia Saldana reporting.
All right, folks, here's your Texas Outdoor Zone tip for this week. It's real simple. If you see the bird fall, eyeball it and don't take your eyes off of it. Either find a mark and go straight to that mark. I find it's easier for me to go straight to where I saw him. I don't take my eyes off him. I don't watch for other birds. Go straight to the bird. That's your Texas Outdoor Zone tip for this week.
Ordinarily what I like to do is count how many shells I got and then subtract that number, and I figure that's how many birds I got, provided I don't miss, which I have today, twice.
Get one to land on my head.
It's funny, I got more shells on the ground than I got birds in the bag. I have to work on that.
Oh, I didn't have a shell in here. Is that not a...
Then I can go check these other people over here.
I like to get checked.
Did he show you his green card?
¿Qué pasó?
It's written on there.
Reality.
Obey the rules.
These all yours here?
Yes, sir.
For today?
Yes, sir.
Well, folks, the sun's setting. We're getting a little bit hungry. The birds slowed down quite a bit, so I think Roger and I are going to mosey on back to camp and count the birds and get something to eat.
Sounds good.
Well, I got 8 birds in my bag, and 6 of them I shot and 2 of them I found that were apparently left by somebody else, or they didn't find them and they landed near me, and I picked them up and put them in my bag.
Just dust the ants off?
Yes.
Good.
I'm not sharing that with the ants.
They're
There's
good.
nothing wrong with those birds. They eat just the same. Well, we want to thank Roger Creager for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
This guy is probably the most educated guy I've ever hung out with. He watches more educational TV than anybody I've ever met.
That's right.
He's got something from Discovery Channel or Animal Planet.
History Channel, PBS. I've got, you know,
He's brilliant.
I run the gamut.
You do run the gamut. We had a great hunt. We got to shoot at a lot of birds.
Well, we scared them. We scared
And-
some to death.
Yes. And we got checked by the game warden.
We did. We passed.
We passed.
Flying colors.
Had our horn and life jacket and tuna
Absolutely.
license.
Honking at him. Had a good time, man.
Yeah, it was great. I really appreciate you coming out. Had a lot of good food. I guess we're going to go back and eat steaks tonight, I think is on the menu for tonight. So-
Absolutely.
but it's getting kind of dark now. And you know what? I think they left us out here.
I've got my flares and a air horn. Signal
And our life
airplanes.
jacket.
Yeah, and our life jacket. We'll need that.
Okay, folks, well, hopefully we'll find our way back to camp and have dinner tonight. And we appreciate y'all hanging around. Roger, we appreciate you being here, brother.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And we'll see you on tour.
Right on.
Well, folks, thanks for watching today's show. We just had a ball out here with Executive Outfitters and Roger Creager, my buddy. Don't forget this week, Get the kids outside, get them off the couch, get them away from the computers and the Game Boys and the TV, take them for a walk, take them hunting or fishing if you want. Just get them out into the great Texas outdoor zone. We'll see you next week. Ready? 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 Hey folks, I'm TJ Greaney, your host for the Texas Outdoor Zone. It's the B.O.
It's the B.O.
It's the B.O. Coleman County.
Coleman County. We're in Coleman County, Texas.
Folks, we're in Coleman County, Texas.
Coleman County.
It's the opening of dove season here in Coleman County, Texas. Folks, I'm TJ. Oh.
Want some water?
That was stupid too. Okay, let me do one more. I'm just going to do it real serious. And we're going to get the peanut pie and shikama. Birds are flying everywhere. We're not worrying about picking them up, but it's before. Well, we want to think about Roger Creager for a minute. No, we don't. Well, thanks, Roger Creager.
Silly camera guy keeps screwing me up here. Seriously.
Well, folks, we had a great hunt with.
Picking my nose again. All right, take 46.
You ready? Bite his head off.